Alright, hello, and welcome to Echoes of Color with Jefferey Morrison. How's it going? We're going to do another WIP and chat today with The Colors of Life by Chuck Pinson. 80 centimeters by 60 centimeters, or 31.5 inches by 23.6 inches. 52 colors, including one AB, which stands for Aurora Borealis, and they're an iridescent coated type of drill that sparkles a little brighter than that of regular drills. This is the Dreamer Designs version of this canvas, however it's no longer available through Dreamer Designs. There is an alternate version of the Colors of Life on the Diamond Art Club website or app. Different canvas size probably, and I think more colors. So I just want to give you a heads up. I'm just doing this version of the canvas because I bought it at the time that the licensing was still active on Dreamer Designs, and that was a few years ago. So alright, I'll just let you know throughout the whole duration of this canvas. So alright, hopefully your crafting and other endeavors are going good. And we'll continue with 780 here. Let's hang out for a bit. And it looks like a right angled triangle. We're filling in symbol wise here. Did I actually finish it? No. Okay. So, last of the gazebo roof here. Tree and its fall foliage. The section above is going to be more foliage and part of the open sky in the piece. But yeah, we'll just keep going with 780 here. All right, see if we can get a little further here. I love listening to music and love discovering new songs to listen to. K-pop is pretty cool. Korean pop, I guess. Highly influential and pretty popular over here in Canada and probably worldwide for a lot of people. But I could not possibly tell you 10 K-pop groups that are currently popular. I just very briefly watched the YouTube video. Top viewed K-pop music videos in 2026, like released and viewed by fans and all that. I did not recognize like any of the groups that were depicted in the part of the video that I viewed. Yeah, Kville, I guess, I don't know if they distribute the K-pop music or it's just a channel that just keeps track of like how many viewers have watched each video or something. Yeah, I wonder if they're like a studio, Kville. I never really looked into that. I just subscribed to the YouTube channel like probably a couple of years ago. Watched the videos on and off. But yeah, never really followed K-pop 100%, but I do have a couple K-pop albums from like EXO. I know, it's in another language, but music, yeah, as long as it has like a catchy beat and they're well produced music videos and all that. I'm not really a music video guy per se, but do have catchy music and yeah, pretty engaging. But yeah, other than that, Yeah, I still into K-pop, but I think I've like really sat down and listened to a whole bunch of K-pop. I believe there's a song on the radio that is K-pop. They get some airtime. I don't know if it's like Axo's Water or something. I forgot the name of the song, but I think it's like Axo. That's like one of the most common K-pop bands that getting pretty good Western exposure here. Yeah, they've done a few talk shows and stuff. Here in the States and Canada. I think it's just basically the States. They've gone to. They're probably like on tour or something. They probably do a lot of concerts and stuff, I'd imagine. I don't follow that news too heavily. But just a lot of promotion, probably. Just to keep them on the radar. Just to advertise their music and stuff, so they stay relevant. With like probably hundreds of different K-pop groups, it must be extremely difficult to get active attention onto your material. Yeah, that must be a pretty dedicated genre of music too. Yeah, if you're like in a K-pop group, it's probably pretty strict. And they produce like a lot of music in a year. They're constantly doing stuff. Most of the time I'm passively listening to the radio, either in my car as a different radio station, and compared to listening here at home, where it's an alternate radio station as well. So I listen to a couple of radio stations, one local. Yeah, I think the other one's like London or something, maybe. I totally forget the location. Based in London or something. Okay, I missed another S. Great. 781. Just having very little luck with 781 in this section. This is probably like the second or third time I've had to get that color out. It's like everywhere. There we are, getting closer to filling this foliage in here. If I miss a color, just go back and do it. But there have been times where I'm like, where did that symbol go? Shortly after I seen it. Alright. Could possibly do the R symbol here. It'll most likely be a red. 946. We'll see. I don't have every color memorized. What it actually is. Let's look for the number. Yeah, it's in the red family. Reddish orange. Okay, here's 946. Reddish orange, maybe. Yeah, so. Yeah, so I probably go all over the place topic-wise, or it's a pretty quiet whip and chat kind of session sometimes. Yeah, it's focused. Yeah, but here and there. do talk about music sometimes, video games. I don't know too much about video games. Not too in tune to that either, but I completed Final Fantasy 16 recently, so I think it's one of two other Final Fantasies I've beaten myself personally. Final Fantasy 9, Final Fantasy 7, and now Final Fantasy 16. I got stuck in Final Fantasy 10 on the PlayStation 2 there. I did like Final Fantasy 10, but the sphere grid kind of threw me for a loop. Like, it's one game where you have to pay attention to the menu screen. You kind of have to tweak your characters a bit with that sphere grid, and have certain items or sphere grid items to be able to utilize the characters in battle in the best way possible. Like, great game overall, probably story wise and all that. You know, it's kind of interesting, but I don't know, the sphere grid kind of, where you can like choose where to go, but if you are just learning the wrong abilities and stuff, you're kind of hosing yourself down the road. I'd almost go for a guide just to get like through the game. I got stuck on Mount Gigas at Seymour or something. Like, somebody is probably just going, "You're joking, right?" I tried Final Fantasy X. Yeah, not fantastic at it. Cool characters, yeah. Really awesome characters. The voice acting was pretty good. It was a voice acted cast in that one. So, and I think it was motion capture. Cutscenes and stuff. I could be wrong there. It was a pretty innovative game at the time. Of course, there's like an HD remake, I think, or HD release of it on the PlayStation 4 a couple of years ago. Yeah, so it's been updated. I love Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy 16 was cool. Could have had a little more side quest stuff or something, exploration stuff. But I came to realize that action RPGs have a different play style. You kind of have to like just like keep going action wise. It's like physical real-time battles kind of thing. Like you're reacting in real time. It's not turn-based or anything. You're just mashing buttons, it felt, for like some of the battles. Yeah, it felt like Kingdom Hearts for a bit there. But yeah, it was from the director of Devil May Cry. They contributed to the development of Final Fantasy 16. So that was kind of appealing, knowing that Devil May Cry was kind of part of it, or an inspiration for the combat. So that was kind of appealing. The main character, Clive, looked pretty cool. Yeah, it just looked like a really interesting game. And then now physically playing it, or had played it. Yeah, I had a lot of game over screens, but you can't say I'm like a programmer or pro gamer or anything, but I enjoyed the story. All right, 934. Yeah, it's a really dark green. Yeah, there was like a story, kind of a playthrough option, and it's kind of like another difficulty or something. Story focused or combat focused. I went story focused for my very first playthrough. It worked out. Yeah. I'm pretty sure you get the same dialogue and stuff no matter what mode you select, but yeah. I don't know. I did some of the side quests. I didn't like do everything in Final Fantasy 16, but it certainly felt like you were just running errands in the world. You get subquests and stuff, and it just felt like you're just doing fetch quests, or it just wasn't too engaging. There were a couple where you kind of got insight to the status of society and stuff. It kind of partial world building stuff. Oh, I found in main scenarios you got the lore stuff kind of inserted in there on purpose to make it look like they were actually world building, to make it seem engaging. I don't know, just inserted like that for that purpose, to like just find a place for that kind of knowledge or world building stuff. That kind of bugs me. Yeah, it's like you should just like talk to an NPC and just like casually learn something about the world instead of like having it just narrated in like a cutscene, or from just one character. You just go to one character and you just get an information dump for like 10 minutes. Oh, this is what the world is like, and this is what you're dealing with now. I don't know, just having to go talk to one person and then getting all that information, just kind of clunky. But if you're a player who really just wants to go kill stuff with a sword and just go battle stuff, fight stuff, kind of has that ease to it, or efficiency to it. I don't know, it just kind of like, it's an efficient way to play a game. You get the information you need, but it's just in a really awkward, straightforward unlock, progress through the game kind of format. Oh, you'll learn more about the world in chapters or whatever, little tiny segments, just to keep the game moving along. It seems kind of clunky. Like, did they run out of time or had bigger ideas and were just kind of told not to get too excited or creative to finish the game in a half decent amount of time? I don't know how long Final Fantasy 16 was in development. It must have been more than a couple years. Probably once one Final Fantasy is finished production and ready to release, they're probably already have like the next installment or another game like on deck to just jump right into and start development. You almost have to. Game development probably has evolved over the years, trial and error, and just efficiency of computer programming and animation and stuff, character creation from concept to actual in-game. Yeah, because it probably takes time to create character models and all the programming language, like, to utilize what the characters can do in the game. There's has to be like a whole deluge of different stuff to consider when even approaching the idea of just being able to move the character on the screen in a fantasy game. Probably like so much. I probably imagine like premise, like a concept idea evolves into a premise or a theme, and then the characters probably come in, evolve from that theme and revolve around that theme, and different ideas and opposing viewpoints generate new characters and define the conflict and overall arching storyline of the game and which direction the game will take and what the player actually has to accomplish throughout the game. You're designing a world, its lore, its history, fleshing out what's happening in the game overall with the conflict, how the characters react within the conflict, and how the overall world will react as well, and how you get to a conclusion or final battle kind of stuff. Oh, probably left a lot out in that kind of concept to actual game idea. There's probably like so much more involved. Okay, 3371. I'm pretty sure I have done that symbol. Another symbol I missed. I was kind of interested in game development at one point, and I was just like playing video games for like hours on it when I was younger. But now, realistically looking at it, it's just, yeah. Have fun. I don't know. Kingdom Hearts 4 was like announced like 4 years ago maybe, and there's very little information about that, and YouTube content creators that I've seen are just struggling to even talk about something Kingdom Hearts related. It's just kind of like a status update, like, hey, still bored here, don't know what to talk about, how's it going? It's like, okay, so why did you even like make the video in the first place? Like, I'm sorry to all the Kingdom Hearts content creators. Yeah, I probably heard the same comments. Yeah, just play another game for right now. Yeah, that's been reiterated in one of the videos I watched from a Kingdom Hearts content creator. Yeah, they get it. It's frustrating. You have generated content around a certain video game franchise, and it's just giving you nothing to work with. Yeah, it also just don't want to release something just to satiate a fan base, because if you just release something that's like total junk, you're gonna get backlash too. So I don't think you can make everybody happy no matter what the heck you do as a game developer, etc. Yeah, not everybody's going to be absolutely thrilled. So it was quite a wait for Kingdom Hearts 3, and then I was like disappointed. I was like so pissed. It's like 936. Here's a dark green here. It was okay, but it just felt like a tour through Disney worlds that just kind of felt half-hearted. It was like the end of a storyline, a major storyline that has been going for over a decade, and it just felt like a kind of, yeah, we just want to get this over with kind of meh idea. It's just, oh yeah, here's some Disney worlds. Okay, cool. The whole game was like revealed. All the worlds and stuff were like revealed before it came out, and it was like, well, almost every world, I guess, but it was like, I really don't want to be seeing all the worlds right now. Like, the game's not even out. I can't even like play. Kind of want some sort of surprise or mystery in the trailers. Like, the trailers are meant to hype you up about the game, but it was just like a game showcase. Oh yeah, this world's in here, by the way. So is this one. Yeah, just major cutscene segments just in a couple of trailers. It's like, oh, that person's back. Oh, okay. Yay, what? This feels like really huge spoiler kind of cutscene stuff. Like, what are you doing? Why are you taking so much out of the game and putting it in a trailer? Yikes. It was just advertised funny. And just the delivery was just you're just playing through Disney worlds just to get to the end, like where all the action kind of was, like major battles and stuff. It was like at the end of the game. I was like, this is very poorly balanced here. It's the cutscenes throughout the main part of the game and just interacting with some of the Disney World characters, and then yeah, a couple of boss battles here and there, and then just at the end it was like, oh, thank goodness it's over. This is just really bad. Probably still my opinion. There was like DLC and stuff, but it's just didn't really fall for, hey, it's a Kingdom Hearts title, I like Sora and all that, the characters are pretty cool, but I just really didn't. It's like seeing a commercial advertising up cupcake. You see the delicious icing and all that, and then when you actually get it, there's actually no icing on the cupcake, and you just get something that looks like a muffin. It just felt like that for Kingdom Hearts 3. I got excited over nothing. So disappointed. But anyway, you've been watching Echoes of Color with Jeffery Morrison, down below in the description. I just reiterate that this is no longer available through Dreamer Designs. To check out the Diamond Art Club website instead, or app, for a similar rendition. But yeah, other than that, pretty chill diamond painting here. Talk about music and video games, pretty huge aspects of my life, music especially. Word search, Andorra Viking, yeah. But yeah, other than that, take care, all the best, and I will see you sometime again soon. Bye.